Welcome to another episode of the React Room. I'm your boy Dom K.
AJ in the building.
And today, by your decision in the comments, we're going to review Boracity Magazine's A Guide to BTS for haters, skeptics, and non-pop fans. You guys said in the comment this would be a good introduction to BTS so we can learn more about the group, learn more about who they are personally, what type of things they like, just to get more familiar. You guys won 80% to 20%, so here we are. So we see it's about 18 minutes. It's gonna be a pretty big video, so what we'll do is we'll probably stop it like, we see it's 18 minutes, we'll go 6 minutes, give you some thoughts, go another 6 minutes, give you some thoughts, and then we'll give you our closing thoughts, and we're gonna learn some stuff and get up out of here. Wanna thank you guys. We're approaching 3,000 subscribers. All the likes, the shares, the comments are much appreciated.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you guys watching, commenting, and viewing every BTS video we put out. We understand that you guys are huge fans just like us, and we all got the same goal. So we just wanted to thank you, and here we go.
When you see a group of cute boys who dance, who wear matching outfits, and whose most popular songs are pop, it's logical to instantly categorize them as a boy band for young girls.
Are there any BTS fans here?
You've seen many of those and you know how it goes. So it's easy to assume that yet another boy band is just not for you, especially a K-pop boy band. Just look at their most popular music videos. They look colorful, nonsensical, and just not your style. But maybe you are curious and you just want to know what's the deal with them. Maybe you don't have the time or the real interest to watch those long introduction videos. So in the hopes that you do go watch all of that helpful content and give them a real chance, here's a very short introduction video to BTS and their 7 members. This is how I explain BTS to my friends who are not interested in them at all. So this video is made specifically for these type of audiences. But first, here's the one and only rule. You can question, but don't assume. To understand BTS, you need to unlearn a lot of rules from the Western music industry and preconceived notions you have about K-pop. Because you'll see the answer to most of your assumptions about BTS is going to be no, you are completely wrong. So let's start now. BTS is a South Korean male group formed since 2010, officially debuting in 2013. BTS stands for Bangtan Sonyeondan, which can be translated to Bulletproof Boy Scouts in English. Why is the abbreviation for Bulletproof Boy Scouts so weird? Because BTS does not stand for the translation in English, so stop looking for the B, T, and S in this name. To avoid this confusion, BTS started using Beyond the Scene as an alternative name in English, but BTS really has always stood for Bangtan Sonyeondan. BTS is composed of 7 members, 3 rappers, 4 singers. Why are there so many members? The K-pop industry is inspired by the J-pop industry, in which music labels prepare hundreds of trainees to debut in a group. In these industries, 6, 7, 8, 9 or more members are not uncommon. Just try reducing a lineup of hundreds of trainees with a lot of potential into a small number. 7 especially, I would say, is the best number of members a group like BTS can have, because for choreography, odd numbers look better than even numbers. With 3 and 5 members, stability and dance figures are harder, and 9 or more members can look too crowded. 7 is perfect. So if BTS were created in the K-pop industry, they are K-pop, right? It's complicated. K-pop is not a music genre, so it's not just pop in Korean. K-pop is a music industry that produces integrated content. BTS were discovered, went through auditions, and were trained for months or years under a K-pop label. But their unique circumstances allow them, inspire them, or force them to grow beyond this industry very quickly. Like the Western music industry, the K-pop industry has been ruled by 3 labels. Below them, there's medium labels, and below them, there's the labels that do not have the resources to properly debut or promote their groups. BTS's label was close to bankruptcy when they started training them, and once they debuted, they didn't have the resources or connections for promotion opportunities. So BTS had to perform when other groups canceled. BTS had to accept being mocked by bigger groups because that was the way it was. While other groups worked with famous songwriters and producers, BTS's label had to find a strong singer-songwriters from the very beginning. And that's why signing rappers who write their raps and who were already in the underground hip-hop scene was this K-pop label's unusual first great decision. So yes, BTS were born in the K-pop industry, but they had to find many non-K-pop alternatives because they were simply not welcomed. Not by the industry, neither by other K-pop groups. These unconventional choices in K-pop, like the use of social media, SoundCloud, and presenting as more relatable, eventually made them very popular internationally with non-K-pop audiences. Forcing the K-pop industry to
5
really
Grammy
notice
nominations.
BTS and celebrate them as theirs after BTS already went beyond their niche war.
The first and the biggest of the superstars in K-pop to come out of Seoul and reach the world are BTS.
That's why BTS being K-pop or not is still a debate. Okay, but BTS are still a boy band. Sure, you wouldn't be wrong by calling them a boy band, but again, don't assume they work like every other popular boy band you've seen. No, you shouldn't recognize them by their hairstyles because they changed their looks a lot. No, their songs are not all bright pop songs about love. Those are just the ones mainstream radio shows and audiences are willing to play and accept. And they are very cool as well. But I'm serious, that is a very small minority of their discography. That is why no, people who actually listen to BTS are not teenagers. They are around BTS's age, most in their 20s and 30s. And no, BTS are not teenagers. Okay, but in the end, every star part of any
Heard what
group
she
wants
just
to go
said.
solo. BTS has never seen it like that.
솔로야 방탄소년단이야. 방탄소년단이야.
근데 1순위가 당연히 우리 멤버들도 다 그렇게 생각할 거야. 1순위는 무조건 일단 단체.
저한테 최우선 팀이고
The BTS members started releasing solo music 2 years after their debut, and they have maintained a group career for over a decade. Some of their solo songs are under the name BTS, others are under their own name, and others are under both. Even as solo artists, they still introduce themselves as a member of BTS.
I'm a BTS. J-Hope from BTS.
Jiminho BTS.
And on their BTS tours, they also perform their solo songs. Okay, but how musically diverse can a
I'm gonna stop right there just for a second.
Now, good people, great people of BTS. All the fans in the comments, you guys told us BTS has a much older fan base. What this lady is telling us here, I don't know if it's true or not, but she showed the chart that mostly BTS fans are between the age of 20s and 30s.
Okay.
But they told us different.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to explain because, I think this is more of this is a broad world chart.
Yeah.
I think based on the audience we have in the comments, a lot of them are older.
Older. Yeah.
And that's the audience you get. So I think this chart, I think two things can be true. I think the majority of our audience for BTS is older, but I also think the majority of their fan base is between 20 and 30 because the thing is they're going to be around their age because they're going to be like, that's just natural for your fan base to be mostly around your age, either 5 years up or 5 years down because it's pretty much the same thing. So I don't know, like that's that's not really that surprising to me. You know what is surprising? To me, what's surprising is you would think that, most people don't do that when they're solo. Like that was big that I just heard. Like she was like, how you say it, RM or BTS, or I'm Jungkook or BTS. Like most people not doing that when they solo. I'm solo. Like so they let me know they gonna be together for a long time.
They don't name the group that they came from. They just name themselves.
Exactly. So the fact that they still like that collective together is like, oh, they gonna be together for a long time, man. That was pretty cool. I mean, hey. 3 labels run everything. We already know all about that.
And they saved the label.
They saved the label. So the label signed them because not only were they good performers, but they were good songwriters because they couldn't afford the song. That's crazy. I mean, hey, it's interesting. You learn a lot.
It worked out.
You learn a lot. Let's get back to it.
Must a cute, family-friendly group like this really be? To answer this, I'm going to talk about archetypes. When first getting to know BTS, many try to recognize them with boy band tropes. Who is the bad boy, the cute one, the funny one, or the breakout solo star? Although I don't like these labels, I understand that people who don't know them need something to associate them with. So here's one label for each of them. The rappers are J-Hope, RM, and Suga. RM used to stand for Rap Monster, but now it stands for Real Me, so just use RM. In Korea, last names go first. So RM is the stage name of Namjoon.
My name is Kim Namjoon.
RM is the poet, because he is good with words. RM is the official leader,
Who is BTS leader?
Namjoon Kim.
which does not mean he is the main guy. It means he is the spokesperson in the group.
Because I'm the spokesperson, I'm going to speak a lot. I'm sorry.
RM is very smart. He's multilingual
Why do you not going on? Understand? Yeah. I like the camera. Okay.
and the only BTS member who can speak
I like the
fluent
camera.
English.
Making some music together with her?
유조랑 얘기했어요. 뭐 작업 같이 할 생각 있는지.
너무 정신 없어서
Oh, so
운동만 하고요.
it was so loud and crazy and happy there.
And RM is known for his wordplay and lyricism. Think of him as a rapper
I'm not down, motherfucker, with bullshit. Get him up there.
in alternative hip hop indie pop and R&B,
Fuck the trendsetter, I'm gonna turn back the time.
in which his introspective words can properly shine. Next is Suga. Suga stands for shooting guard, one of the 5 positions in basketball.
Shooting and guards, so Suga.
And yes, it's because he is a basketball player. As a solo artist, Suga also goes by Augustine, which is DT Suga backwards.
DT Sugar.
DT stands for his hometown, Daegutown.
That's your hometown, DT?
Yeah, DT.
Suga and Augustine are the stage names of Yoongi.
You can call me August D or Sugar or Yoongi.
Yeah.
Suga's keyword is underground rapper because that is his background. And he is used to doing
got
everything
3
in his
names.
songs. Suga is known as the main producer in BTS
Who is BTS producer?
Suga.
and has received awards producing for others. Suga is not scared of calling others out in his lyrics, and his delivery is unapologetic, aggressive, fast, and overall extremely
I
dynamic.
like that.
The third rapper is J-Hope. J-Hope's name was inspired by his musical idol, the rapper J. Cole. But J-Hope also has some of his real name. Last name John, first name Hoseok. J-Hope is the street dancer because he's always been into street dancing. So his music, rap style, and even personality complement his energetic dance. Think of hip hop, synth pop, trap, house,
I love house.
and funk. J-Hope is most known for his catchy curses, ad-libs,
Close you crazy. Hey, now play ball. Yo, just talk. You know I can take it all.
some flow switches. Next, we have the 4 singers, Jin, V, Jungkook, and Jimin. Study with Jin. Jin is the stage name or abbreviation of Seokjin, and Jin's keyword is sentimental or emotive. Not emotional, but emotive. Before becoming a singer, he was a theater student during university, and it's his range of emotions why he takes the main acting role in several BTS music videos. So some of his musical strengths are his tender, sorrowful, and free-spirited vocals, which show his emotional range. A big inspiration for him is Coldplay, a band he and BTS collaborated with.
There's a lot of rock on this.
이제 밴드분들 중에 콜드플레이 형님들을 되게
Givenchy.
좋아하는데
Coldplay, okay.
So think of pop rock, Brit rock, new wave, and ballads. Jin shines as a live band vocalist. Members of the Grammy panel described his vocals as a silver voice, and he's best known for his strong falsetto and high notes.
왜 이렇게 지민이 형이 안 이쁘지? 그 둘이 때문에 곡이 높아지겠다 잠깐.
Next is Jimin. Park Jimin goes by his real name Jimin, and his keyword is ethereal.
It's really nice to meet you. I'm Jimin.
Jimin is a contemporary dancer. And his vocals have been described as delicate, sweet, and ethereal. Not only his vocals, but his personality is also sweet and cute.
Cutie, sexy, lovely. Cutie and sexy and lovely. Sexy, cutie, lovely. I'm sweet guy. Cutie, sexy, lovely, sweet guy.
And most importantly, Jimin is unapologetically pop. R&B pop, synth pop, Latin pop, and anything that showcases his singing style. And Jimin is known for his hypnotizing performances. On the complete opposite of singing styles is V. V, the stage name of Tail, stands for victory.
Only V. Okay, victory.
And his keyword is soulful. V is a baritone. And he has a very deep, husky, and soulful voice. His songs are R&B, neo-soul, indie pop, and jazz. And V, of course, loves including flutes and saxophones on his songs.
That sounds like a bop right there.
V is an old soul. He loves photography, old
Live
music,
band.
and formal clothing. V is known for his warm lyrics, especially during the holiday season.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
The seventh member is Jungkook. Jungkook uses his real name. Last name is Jung, first name is Jungkook.
Jung and JT on the main now.
I'm 정국전 정국.
Jungkook is the male mainstream pop star the world is looking for but keeps denying for some reason. Jungkook is not just inspired by mainstream pop artists.
If I was a boyfriend, never let you go. We were so beautiful. There's nothing like us. There's nothing like you and me. I'ma leave the door open. I spent 10,000 hours. I know the same thing I told you when I never would.
He is now one of the biggest male soloists in mainstream pop. His Western collabs
In the world, know my name, I'm the truth.
So if you're ready,
Got truth, skipping work in me. Fuck it, let's sleep in. Yeah.
and songs in English are pop perfection.
Joint with Lotto and Jack Harlow.
And like the biggest pop stars, Jungkook is known for his great stability at singing and dancing at the same time.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If your body gonna lick the sound in the mood.
Once you have associated the BTS members with their keywords, you have to forget everything I've just said because all the
Them boys.
First off, I see these, ain't nobody like these dudes. These dudes different. They all do 20 different sounds.
Just one person.
They all do multiple sounds, and their main producer is in the.
It's five people in one.
Everything is in house. They all can sound. They all got. It's just crazy. I never seen a group this versatile.
We don't have to go to nowhere for a feature. Actually,
we don't. For what?
We don't need a feature because we
all
can do all.
We all sing 5 sounds.
We all can do this.
And our main producers right there, and our ad-lib guys right there. That's why they the number one group. It ain't really just because of music. It's because they do everything in out. They don't need anybody for anything. It's crazy. Now she's saying, now she about to say, I got to go back a couple of seconds. She's about to say, everything I just told you, forget it. I heard her. So what you mean?
Yeah, that's what she said in the beginning.
That's crazy.
Everything you think you know about BTS, forget it.
Jungkook is known for his great stability at singing and dancing at the
Just
same
went back
time.
a little bit. I don't want to miss nothing.
Once you have associated the BTS members with their keywords, you have to forget everything I've just said because all the BTS members are experts at breaking out of their label boxes. The poet was also an underground rapper and can be very aggressive in his songs. The underground rapper loves playing the acoustic guitar and the piano and singing introspective, sweet lyrics. The street dancer made an entire album with songs he performed with no choreographies. The sentimental one has a song about his love for fishing and he is very silly as well.
Worldwide handsome. Worldwide handsome. Worldwide handsome. Worldwide handsome.
WWH.
The ethereal one also shines in powerful hip-hop performances. The soulful one can also deliver aggressive and high vocals. And the mainstream
Hitting them
one
notes
loves
like that,
composing
man.
non-mainstream songs. And somehow they work perfectly as a group, performing together all of the styles I've mentioned and more.
Alex and Brand, it's been my rhyme. Baby, go on to your dick, come and show me what you got.
To this day, I have not found a group as dynamic, creative, risk-taking, and surprising as them. If you think they are not for you, you just have to keep looking. You won't regret it.
Sometimes BTS just do.
Interesting. I'm confused about one thing though. Why were people in the comments saying you need to get more familiar with BTS before you watch this? I feel like if you're not familiar with BTS, this would be the first video you would watch.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people were saying
this actually should be a very first video someone should watch before they start listening to.
Right.
But no one will never know that if they just listen to music, you know, because people just go to iTunes
and just start
Spotify
listening.
and just start listening to it.
Man, shout out to Boracity magazine for even making this guide, bro. Like that took a lot of time and effort, but I learned a lot of things I didn't know. And shout out to Taylor's guide too. Like to have something that detailed, like you got to really be dedicated to do something like that for free. To come out, learn all of this, put this whole thing together. You know, we create videos as well, so we know how hard it is to edit and cut and do all of this. So Yo, shout out to them for making it. Shout out to the comments for even suggesting it. I feel a lot more familiar with them. I would say, like,
and they made this 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Yeah.
Well, let's see. This ain't the exact one. This one say, this actually say a month ago. Oh, this came out a month ago.
Oh, that was the other video.
It was Taylor's guy.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah,
a month ago. Okay.
What's one thing that stood out to you the most? Like if you could have one thing throughout everything, you learned a lot, but what's the main thing you took from this? Like not overall, but just like one thing that just shocked you. A name, a genre.
Basically, mainly the rappers. No, the singers. Mainly the singers. All the singers. They can also rap. Also,
right.
Rap, dance. It's just they. Like I was telling you, they all in one. One person can do 5 different things.
The thing that shocked me the most was that guy named Sugar coming from shooting guard. Like it makes sense when you think about it. And like how he said his name backwards, it was like it made perfect sense. But it's just something I never thought of. Overall, I take from it, man. The biggest thing I take from it is I guess everyone's right. You can't put BTS in a label. Each one does 5 to 6 things well. They all release music in all different genres. Even though they're all really, really good at 1 or 2 individual things, they're very good at 9 or 10 different things. So I've never seen a group with more than 5 people or 6 people, hell, let alone 7, that you got this much talent and this much versatility under one team.
They say it's better. She was saying in the guy, it's better to do an odd number when coming to a group.
Yeah, because I guess when you're doing the choreography. Like 7, 9, that looks better than a 4 or 6. I get it. Makes sense. Overall, I'm glad I watched it. I got a lot of information from it. I feel like I'm a lot more familiar with the group. I see they all have individual talents and they all don't want to be put in a box and they're just getting outside the box. So, I'll take it from there. Overall, get this a 9.5 out of 10.
Give it a 10.
I like it.
Give it a 10, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more familiar with them now.
So you guys tell us in the comments, what do you think about Boracity's magazine, A Guide to BTS? I liked it, gave it 9.5 out of 10. AJ gave it a 10 out of 10. Which one? Do you think it's better than Taylor's Guide? I like both of them. I kind of lean toward Taylor's Guide a little bit more, but I like this one also.
Yeah.
So you guys tell us, what's the next thing you want us to review from BTS, and tell us which guide you think is more helpful. Like, share, subscribe, comment. With love.
Peace.